Hey, what's up, YouTube? First one up is a seat. I'm gonna put one here, and the other one up here in the front. So I have to get to that. I bought from Academy as well. Same brand as the seat. I bought the boat seat swivel. This is like 10 bucks at Academy. I bought 2 of those. I bought some rod holders, adjustable rod holders. These were $3-4 bucks a piece. Bought everything that they had in stock. I wanted to get 4 to put 2 here, 1 here, 1 across the way, 1 across that way, but I'll get to that later. I bought a base cleat. This was $3 bucks, Academy, same brand. To drop my anchor and wrap around, or when I leave the boat out on the water, I can tie it up, secure it, and I'll be good to go. I also bought a quick disconnect for one of the seats. The front seat would be ideal, and the back seat's gonna take a different setup from a different brand. I have it here, which somebody returned it, but basically it's a here's the paperwork right here. It's a swivel ease installation boat installation instructions for boat seat bracket. It's a bracket to where I am able to place this in this position on the seat, and I'll be able to move it this way. I have the brackets for it, and this would go as is here. I'm assuming, or it would go this way, I'm sorry. It would drop in this way, and you'll be able to move it. I think it's 16 inches either way. So I'm gonna get to installing a majority of the stuff that I do have, but it's gonna take me some time, so bear with, and I hope you enjoy the video, and some of this information and some of this work that I'm fixing to do will be able to help you in achieving some personal goals you have as far as your DIY. There's one other thing that I purchased. What was it? Oh yes, right here. And I purchased that I purchased these at Harbor Freights for, they were pretty expensive, to be honest. I think I paid like $12 a piece for these, $12.99. And I wanted to get them in the blue to match the seats, but that was not possible. They did not have any in stock. They said they did, but they looked in the back, took half an hour. Long story short, I bought the black, and I bought 3, whatever they had in stock. I also bought this magnetic tray. It's pretty neat. I plan on screwing this into the bottom of the boat just like that. All right, people, I'm starting off with the swivel bracket in the back. I hope y'all can see this. It's a lot of light. I positioned it to where I needed it, secure it. So this is the way it looks. So you got to screw here, 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 and here. So let me get to that, and I will show y'all what it looks like when it's complete. Stay tuned. All right, people. I have the bracket installed. I measured it out from one end, split the difference from the other end, set. Got it here. Same thing in the front. Only issue I ran into is when I put the bracket in. It slides smooth now. I had to use my cleanse oil, marine and tackle, to lubricate it, because it was rough getting it to slide 1.5 inches, if that. But now I lubed it, and now it's good. So I'm happy about that. It's just a little tip, a little pointer from my DeWalt Impact with a small tip. And I'm using my DeWalt drill with the 1/8 inch drill bit. Is what I drilled these holes with. 1/8 inch drill bit, and then I fastened the Phillips heads, and we're good. So now on to the seat. I took one out of the box earlier. 4 screws. Here, 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 and here. I'm gonna remove these bolts and then the swivel to it here, like this. So that way we'll be able to do a 360-degree turn with the swivel in place. So let me get to that and I will get back to you guys. Okay people, I ran into a little issue. I have to think about this one. I have to mount the swivel bracket first, but you can't access it. You can do it with a Phillips there, but I didn't have a Phillips. I couldn't find a Phillips. I used my Impact. So I bolted this on, and now what would be next would be the bracket itself for the seat. And there's nuts and bolts that come with it, and those are it right there. So I'm gonna put those in and then show y'all the finishing results. All right people, I did the install. I put the bracket on. As you can tell, I have the swivel in the back already installed, and these little nuts and bolts, you can see it. Okay, the only issue is on these instructions that I have here, do not tell you what tools you're gonna need. To make it simpler for y'all and make it easier, I used a number 12 wrench. I used the closed end. I brought a crescent just to make sure the 12 didn't fit. The head size are 7/16 for the screws for the mounting bracket that mount to the swivel base. Also, you have to have a thin driver if you're using an Impact. If you want to use just a regular screwdriver and screw the base to the seat down here, you could use a screwdriver, because the gap in between here is just not wide enough, not long enough for my drill to go. So I had a longer one and a thinner one that penetrated all the way through and screwed them down. So that makes sense. Let me go ahead and put the seat in and see what it does. Okay, now the seat is installed, so the seat is able to move 360 degrees, and you can slide it. See, I'm having a little trouble with it, so there it is. So you're able to move it and see the turn 360, and that's basically it for this one. Ready and installed. All right, this is the Marine Ranger, same brand, just a different setup. Just a swivel that's bolted to the seat is able to be removed for storage purposes, weatherproofing it. So I'm gonna put this one up here in this front seat. I have the swivel ready. So I'm gonna split the difference from one end to the other. Therefore, I could grab the bracket. By the way, I purchased this used. Somebody bought it and returned it. I don't have all the parts for it, so I have to come up with some improvising methods of how to bolt this down. So I'm gonna figure it out eventually. I'm pretty hands-on. So this goes here like this. The mounting bracket, the braces would go here. The other one would go here. This swivel onto the seat, bolted to the seat, would then slide here. It would slide in here. This is like a locking mechanism. This would slide in. Oh, with the seat installed already, and bam. That's it. Let me figure it out. I'll come back to y'all. Q Outdoors. Last but not least, yeah, stay thirsty, my friends. Back. Where'd that go? Okay, I just changed out my battery. I got the other seat out. I got the swivel bracket that goes with it that I need to bolt on here. Take those 4 bolts just like I did on that back seat. It's just a different setup as far as where the seat's gonna be mounted to. Now let me get to it. Q Outdoors DIY 2022 John Boat 10-foot. All right. Now that I have the swivel bracket installed, so let me get to bolting that, and then I'll be able to put the seat in. Okay, people, the install is complete. It took me probably about 6 minutes to line it up. 5/32 drill bit right here. Like I said, I purchased this. Somebody bought it, and I purchased it used. It didn't come with these screws, so I went and bought some screws. 5/32 drill bit, penetrated the aluminum seat, and then installed the hardware. So we're good to go. So now, oops, let me take a break. There we go. There it is. So now you just clamp this down. There it is. Seat will not move. Let's see the swivel. There you have it. It's a complete set. I got both on there. DIY boat mod upgrade modifications, whatever you want to call it. It's from my channel. Stay thirsty. All right, people, the boat is complete with all the accessories I bought. It ain't much, but it certainly was expensive. Another rod holder there, and I bought this tray. I just bought some little hooks for it, from one to another, so I'll leave that there. Got a couple of cup holders, one there, and the other one's here. So another rod holder. I'm gonna call it a day and load it up and get ready for a trip in the morning. Appreciate y'all for watching. Q Outdoors.